Hello! It's 1444. Oh, work. I'm currently working on my second essay. Not really a big essay, I don't have to do in depth research about it, but it is one of my harder classes that I'm taking, so I am taking a long time to do it, and that just mostly has to do with I don't like the class. If you have ADHD, you know that when you don't like something, it's even harder to like connect with it and get yourself to actually do it. The deadline for this paper was actually yesterday, but yesterday I was busy with the other paper that was due a month ago. We're doing fine. Anyways, all right, friends. I finished my second essay. That's like two essays in 3 days. That is amazing. I feel great. I feel amazing. That being said, I have one more report I need to write, and I have to work on my part for a presentation that I need to do on Thursday. This report isn't as extensive. I have to analyze like a Japanese article. I have to find out like the most interesting parts that are relevant to like my field of interest, I guess. What I think is interesting, and then I have to write about it. Not that difficult, allegedly. Let me do this. I handed in my essay. And then what I need to do for this week at least, I have to hand in the report for today and work on the group presentation. Yes. And then I also have a few days before I need to hand in my thesis form. And then I have 2 weeks maybe to work on all my final projects. So do I feel overwhelmed? Yes, I do. But you know what? I feel already very accomplished that I ticked off 2 big assignments of my to-do list, and tomorrow I am going to treat myself by skipping class and going to the cinema to watch Wicked. 必要がある。そこで本橋では A さんにミャウミャウして黄色のミャウミャウめたい。久しぶりね。Well, at least for me, it was Hisashiburi. I feel like I've filmed the intro like 2 weeks ago. But it probably was just last week, and I just don't have any good grasp of it. Whew, sorry, I'm still trying to settle in. I'm home now. I just came home. It's like 22:50, like 10 minutes before 11 p.m. Just came home from uni. I know, don't ask. Been trying to catch up on deadlines I have not been fulfilling, and that has taken a few days, and it has taken a few weeks of emotional preparing, then it has taken a few days of crash outs, and then it has taken like 2 days for me to actually sit down and be able to do it. For the past few days, I've been doing a lot of journaling and during my commute. I have like an hour and a half commute. Instead of being on my phone doom scrolling, that's the new term, right? Instead of being on my phone and playing games or being on social media, I am just journaling in my little Hobonichi weeks. And it's been so good for the mind, so good for the wellness and well-being. Yeah, so I've just been doing a lot of journaling this month just to get most of the bulk of the excess thoughts here in this thing of mine onto the page and see where that will go. And in the beginning, it was just a lot of like that, and now I'm getting to a point where I'm actually getting to journal about the things that really matter to me. And sometimes you just need to have the little that out of it for a few days before you can actually get to the meat of it. And I think that's also like probably the whole concept behind the artist way. I've actually got this from the artist way. I've had a few difficult hard weeks where I was unsure, unknowing, and incredibly depressed. I don't know where it came from. It just came from out the bushes, beat me the fuck up, and then left me out there to bleed dry. I think journaling really helps in this process, but also just taking things slow, one step at a time. That's one thing I keep saying to myself. Deadlines are important, yes, but if I'm unable to make it, I just need to make sure that I get it done and hand it in whenever I am done. It doesn't need to be perfect, it just needs to be done. If it's past the deadline date, it's just past the deadline and it's just gonna be what's gonna be. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna eat my custard. I'm going to take off my makeup. I'm going to take a nice long hot shower, and then tomorrow I'm gonna wake up and I will update you when I feel like I'm getting some stuff done. So friends, hello. I'm gonna make a song. I am minoring in music studies, and for one of my classes, we have to do like an experiment combining music with some sort of technology. I came with the bright, ambitious idea, as I usually do, to try to make a song with just my voice using looping technology. Bitch, don't ask me. Don't ask me how I think I'm gonna do this. I have a week, and it's not just like something I can hand in and like, here we go, we're done. No, I have to present it. So for today, I'm going to watch a shit ton of tutorials. I'm gonna read a shit ton of blogs on how I can do this the best way that I am able to do this. I don't have any high expectations of myself. Do I have a musical bone in my body? I know how to do karaoke. I'm also having to do like an audio paper, which is my first time doing an audio paper, and I'm so confused because, I don't know, I'm just confused all the time. That's what I'm going to do for this video. Y'all are gonna come with me while I'm figuring myself out. Okay, so I finished the first round, basically. Put in some vocals. I wasn't really going to sing, but apparently I did. It's pretty challenging. It really is challenging. My microphone isn't really picking up a lot of sound either, so I might have to switch from this microphone to just using my phone and see how that will go. It will, I do have to import it then and do all of that, but that's fine. Friends, when I tell you I've been listening to For Good, I'm Not That Girl, and Defying Gravity back to back for the past week. Anyways, I'm neurodivergent. This week, I don't really have a lot of time this week to work on a lot of my shit, but we're just gonna have to make do with the time that I have. It's going to ask me to sleep a little less, but that's fine. Sometimes we have to sacrifice a little more in some areas of life so that we can enjoy the rest, if you get what I mean. So tomorrow, I have a hairdresser appointment because I'm going to get my roots done. I'm very excited for that. I have 2 final presentations. I have a writing assignment I need to do. I also need to hand in my outline, but there is a template for that I just need to fill in, so that will be fine. And there is an audio paper that I need to do, and I feel like I want to spend a lot of time on my audio paper, but I also know that the one thing that I have first is my final presentation of popular and global music, in which I have to analyze a song that has been assigned to me. I have to like review 2 articles, which I've already done, already made notes on that, and I have to do like an embodied analysis of the song that I'm listening to. Hello. It is the 8th of December right now. I have officially entered my exam week. I don't have any exams except for resit, which is like next week. Today I have a final presentation. Child, let me tell you, I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. I have no idea. And it's not that I haven't been paying attention in class, because I did. But this man is, I don't know what this man is. And second of all, like, I don't think anyone even has like a proper syllabus on their fucking page, and that stresses me out. There's only one teacher for my minor who has like a proper syllabus with everything and all in it. The rest of them are like, nah, fuck y'all. And I'm like, child, the fuck? Isn't this like a necessity? Isn't this like the bare minimum? Anyways, I'm really tired. My body's really tired. I have a final presentation in a few hours. So I don't have a lot of camera storage left, so I'm gonna try to do this as quickly and concisely as possible. Yesterday I had my first presentation, first final presentation. Was it yesterday? No, the day before. On Monday. Today is Wednesday. On Monday I had my first final presentation for one of my minor courses. Did it. I was so happy. I was very nervous. I didn't really feel like I was doing the right thing, but I got positive feedback. Ended up with an 8.8, which is crazy. I did not expect that. But yeah, I passed at least that part. And then next week I have a quiz that I need to do. Just 25 questions. He said it's very easy to get through. Everyone should be able to do it. So I'm going to spend some time learning this weekend. Yesterday I had a lot to do. I had like an appointment at the allergy specialist. I got a pen, an adrenaline pen, prescription, because guess who's allergic to cashews? But then next year in February, I'm going to have a more cohesive test to see what other nuts I am, or I may or may not be allergic to, and squid. And we already like established that she's like, yeah, you are just allergic to everything that's grass and trees, and that includes like anything that's like fresh soy, fresh fruits. She's like, do try around maybe. If there are fruits or berries that you can eat, just try it. So after that, I wanted to go eat with my mom, and then I got like a really not so nice message. Not in the sense that it was like a rude message, but more like, hey, you missed 3 classes, and when you miss 3 classes, you need to write an entire essay of it's not entire. You need to write a paper, 1,500 words, about these 3 topics. Altogether, these are some of the guiding questions that you can use, and it needs to be handed in next week. I'm like, fuck you, sir. I was very pissed off yesterday. I still have to work on like the final assignment for that class as well. Highly doubt. I don't know. I'm just contemplating whether or not I should drop it because at this point it's just causing me a lot more tension and stress than and this class has been an issue with me, you know? Just like I don't really it's a difficult class. I've been thinking about dropping it for a very long time. I feel like I might do it, and then I'll just have to figure it out. But first, I would just want to focus on all these assignments first and finishing off the classes that I'm able to do, you know what I mean? Before I am going to really sit down and look at what it is that I can do with this particularly agitating class. But anyways, that aside, I also had to write a weekly assignment for my ethnography and anthropology class. Didn't know if I was going to make it. I sent out an email, didn't get a response back. So you know what? Yesterday at 1 o'clock a.m. at night, I was writing that fucking weekly assignment as if my life depended on it. Did it. And then I also had to work yesterday on my final experiment, presentation, and written report. I managed to do all of that before the deadline. That was crazy. I've never done stuff like that. That's crazy. I'm so patting my back on the shoulder for that, because that was a lot. So today I have the final presentation of that whole thing. I don't have a script. I just have some slides, and it needs to be like 8 minutes in total. Babes, I'm gonna try to yap for at least 5 minutes. Maybe end some questions. Maybe have there's supposed to be discussion or some sort of shit. I have no idea. I don't really know how it's gonna go. This class is vague as fuck. We're gonna try our best. I'm just gonna show up. I think that's the one thing that has really helped me get through it. It's like I don't need to be perfect. I'm just gonna at least give myself, at least do it, you know? Whether it's gonna work out or not, at least do it. I'm a little hazakashi in a sense of like, we need to show our little experiment, or let the class listen to our little experiment, and I don't know if I'm really mentally prepared for that. I think that's the one thing that's going to stop me. I can talk about the process, I can talk about anything else, but actually letting them listen to it is a little scary. Yeah, that's kind of the planning of today. I'm quickly eating. I have 15 minutes before I'm going to be packing up. I just want to show y'all, I ordered some stuff. I ordered this little notebook. Really pretty. I think I'm going to use this as like a commonplace notebook. Is that what the kids call it, babes? I've always had just like one notebook where I would just throw in a lot of shit. I got some stickers. These are Mofusson stickers. I fucking love them. I fucking love them so much. I love Mufsan. Mufsan's a character. I love him. I love him. And then I also got these cute ass animal stickers. Didn't know I was gonna get so many. Yeah, I love it. I'm so happy. This makes me so happy. We'll keep you guys updated.